All right, thank you for joining us here on 704 Unfiltered. I'm Nick Sturdivant. All right, so we have a special guest. And look, we do this every week. We highlight black voices in our community. We have a special guest, another special guest, a guy I had to look back, did a story on him 2 years ago. It's been 2 years since I've seen him. His fault, not mine. But we'll get to that in a bit. But I want to get to him. I want to give him a bit of an intro because he's doing a lot of great work in our community. He's the founder of the Active Dad, which is a fatherhood-based organization that creates community for fathers and their kids by hosting events for kids and dads to connect with other dads. And so Active Dad focuses on helping fathers be better dads to their children while also creating safe space for dads. If you follow him on Instagram, he's a vibe creator, community builder, a mental health advocate. And look, he's a father to Landon and Lennox. Rashamod Torrance, man, how you doing, man?
What's going on, man?
How was the intro?
Hey. I'm like, who was that he talking about? you doing that, man?
I was like, a vibe creator?
I'm a part-time professional troll.
Man, I got to ask you this, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've asked anybody this, any of our guests so far, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling mentally, physically, man?
It's funny you asked that, and I want to say I'll give that answer second. Mentally, physically, scale of 1 to 10, I would say mentally, I'm at like a 8.75, 9.
8.75.
You know, I feel like if I wake up and there's like $1 million in my account, I'll get a 10. Physically, I'm feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been running a good bit lately. Well, before this weather switched back up on us, you had to take advantage of that great weather. Back in the gym as well. So physically, I'll say like a 9. Man. I will be a 10 if I wake up 20 pounds lighter.
It's just somehow you hit your 30s and then like just you start gaining weight. And
Man, listen, but my weight's always fluctuated.
Dang,
So I'm in a good little space right now, and I'm like, let's keep this up. Summer's on the way.
I was looking at pictures from when I worked in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna slide the phone over to you so you can see. I said, man, I was looking like Carl Winslow.
You were not looking like Carl Winslow.
I was looking a little Carl Winslow-ish.
Carl Winslow's a little dramatic.
I was looking a little.
I get it. You know,
I was eating good in Atlanta, man. But you know, it's one of those things. It's like, and I'm sure that you know, it's something that we all talk about. It's just like balancing work and then working out, trying to do all the things, and you just life, man. You can't. You have to prioritize things. I wasn't prioritizing the right thing.
And I hadn't been to the gym in like a week and a half, and I was going a really, really good streak. But it was just like once work gets into play and family and then extracurricular stuff and then dance and he's in sports and trying to keep up with all of that stuff, man. I'm like, you know what? I would really want to eat healthy right now, but not even eat Big Macs, but a fish sandwich from McDonald's might do. You gotta do what you gotta do.
And the kids don't want to go and get like a chicken pita or a salad. You know what I'm saying? Nah, they want McDonald's. They want Chick-fil-A. And I'm not gonna do it.
They're not us.
They say Chick-fil-A is healthy. That's how we justify that in your mind. Like, these are the healthier chicken nuggets.
This is the healthiest. These are better nuggets. So what they have
the waffle fries, it's not the same as the McDonald's fries. Like these are healthier fries. Nah, I lived within a 2-mile radius of 3 Chick-fil-A's and then walking distance of Popeyes.
Oh yeah,
and Papa John's is right beside me. Yes, I didn't have a chance. So I imagine if I had kids. Imagine if I had kids.
Man, listen, we rotate at least pizza once a week. If we get too heavy, Papa John's tonight.
Papa John's. It's easy too.
It's easy. It's quick. But my kids are pretty active, so I feel like it somewhat balances them out. Like Landon's in sports right now. Landon's in dance. She runs more with me. He went running with me the other day as well. So I try to keep him active and just expose him to stuff at an early age.
How old are your kids?
10 and 6.
10 and 6. Wow.
Yeah.
What, man? Being a father, I'm not a father yet. I want to be a father. I talk about it. I'm not ready yet, but I mean, you know, hey, time is moving. I'm only getting older.
Yeah.
That's a young man game.
And that's the thing. You don't want to be 42 chasing a 1-year-old. You're gonna be tired.
I'm getting close.
Or just stay in the gym.
Oh yeah, this.
You'll be prepared. You stay in the gym.
Jeb, make it fair. Go ahead, Jeb.
You're not close to 42.
No. I'm saying
If you're close to 42, then I'm close to 30.
Okay,
And I'm not playing that game right now.
if I had a kid right now, by the time it's 6, the kid is 6, he or her, 6. I'll be in my 40s. I would be in my 40s.
Yeah, that kid probably super chill by the time he's 6. Like, no, I'm not.
I don't know.
that.
I don't know.
Depends.
It depends. It depends. Knowing me and how I was as a little kid, nah, that little kid is.
And I was a good kid. I was like, everyone tells me.
Okay.
Like I've asked my sister and my older god sister, and like, nah, you were a good kid. So like, Landon's the more chill out of the two of them. My daughter, she wakes us up. She wakes us up.
They're hearing this now. They're like, man, they're shaking their head like, come on,
She
man.
wakes us up.
But how is it, like, how do you balance it all as a father? Like, you know, as a single person and no kids, I come home, I say single as in not married. You know, you come home, it's just you.
Yeah.
But you gotta kind of be on for work. You gotta be on for your organization. You gotta be on for your family.
You have to prioritize self-care.
Yeah.
You have to prioritize self-care. That's something I'm thankful for the Active Dad community. Like a lot of the conversations that we have, a lot of us work out together. I've realized with the amount of the stuff that I do from like work and like my typical schedule, Tuesday through Thursday, it's gym. I have to wake up 4 a.m, get to gym at 5. Work out from like 5 to probably 6:05, 6:10. Get home, shower, get both of them up. Get kids ready for school.
Yeah.
Take them to school. Drop them off. Come home, and I'm home like right before 8 o'clock. Clock in for work, and or if I'm going in office, I drop them off, and then I have to fight uptown traffic to get through that. So I realize that I have to work out. When I work out, it balances me out so much. Like if I don't work out, I feel it.
Yeah.
Outside of that, throughout the day, just having time to like just literally just shut your brain off. And like just to not do anything, because I'm always thinking of something. If it's like work related, Active Dad, Winter Circle, that I have going right now, like I'm always thinking of different things. So I had to realize like you need to spend more time just shut down.
Yeah.
So I'll take try to take 2 10 or 15 minute breaks depending on my workload at work, and I have no phone, no nothing. I just want to go breathe, relax, read, something like that. But you have to pace yourself, because then you get burnt out. And then you don't know what you come home to. By the time you get home, it could have been a good day at school, could have been a bad day at school. So it's like, prepare yourself for what's about to happen.
I mean, look, hey, I feel like I got the waking up early piece down. I get up at 4:45 in the morning.
Okay.
Work out, run, whatever I'm doing. I mean, hey, tell them, man. Getting up early is where it's at.
It really is. And for me, I don't have time to work out at night.
Yeah, I don't feel like it.
Yeah, and then honestly, bro, when you went through the day, and now sometimes if it's a one-off and they have light evenings, I may go to the gym. But if I go to the gym at night, it's late. I'm going like 9:30. Yeah. Because that's when nobody really is in there. Going to the gym at 6, 7. I hate that whole 6, 7 thing. But,
I wasn't gonna say anything, but hey, we here now.
And we say so. I'm literally talking about times. Going to the gym at 6, 7.
Around 6 and 7.
But that's not for me. Not for me though.
You're from Savannah. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Talk about growing up.
Growing up, Savannah. I would say good upbringing. I tell everyone I had the best of both worlds. Single parent household, then it was joint parent household. Mom was married, then divorce happened, so you're back to single parent household. So I always say I saw both sides of the spectrum with that. But born and raised Savannah, Georgia, high school, college, all of that. And we give my value system, we give credit to my great grandmother for that. And I'm a great grandma's kid. A lot of kids aren't.
Yeah,
great grandma's kids. So like I actually had a relationship with both of my great grandparents, great grandmothers. Wow. Yeah. Growing up, one passed when I had to be like 9 or 10. But then my other great grandma, to me that was like my grandma to me. She passed. I want to say 2014. No, she passed 2015. And the irony of my great grandma passing is I'm the only boy. So me being the only boy, then my uncle was the only boy, and she would always say, we need another boy. You're going to have to be the one. Because my sister had girls.
You got to carry on the legacy.
Everybody, like, family full of women. I have nothing but girl cousins. And then when we started having kids, everybody's having girls. My great-grandma died March of 2015. we found out we were having a baby like June or whatever of the same year, and we're having a boy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So
That's all her.
So it's so bittersweet. But literally everyone that knew my family, when they found out we were having Landon, they just was like, she did it. She left so he could come.
Wow.
So good upbringing. The structure, being able to balance so much, I contribute that to my mom, just because of like situations that we endured together. And she just always, like, she mentally programmed me to always be like, don't really focus on like the now or what you see right now. Like, get up, do what you have to do, structure out your day. Let's not come up with any excuses for anything, and just work towards whatever you want. So at a young age, I learned that. And I apply that. So like, 'cause a lot of people like will ask, well, how can you do this? How can you do that? To me, I've been doing so much since I've been a kid. All I know is my mom ran a tight ship. 9 o'clock, lights out.
Say.
You would thought she was military.
Shout out to mama.
9 o'clock, lights out. 9:30 in the bed. 10 o'clock, you sleep. And I was an adult still. It wasn't until I met my wife that I felt like I broke out of going to bed. Cause I was like, I'm an old man. Like 9:45, 10. I'm tucked in.
I got the spirit of an old man. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, let's
rest is essential.
Let's take a quick break.
Okay.
You're right. You ain't lied about that one, man. I could use that right now. Let's take a quick break. Rashamod Torrance on the other side of the break. All right, welcome back. 704 Unfiltered. I say Rashamod. It's mod, man. This is mod. It's mod. I was trying to be all formal.
It's cool.
You talked about growing up in Savannah.
Yeah.
Married. Find out you're having your first kid.
Yeah.
Your son, which is a full circle moment for you.
Yeah.
When did it hit you like, oh, I'm about to be a dad? When she first told me. She told me on Father's Day. And I was wait, she told you on Father's Day?
Yes, I was coming back from Atlanta, and I actually got a speeding ticket. Come back from Atlanta on 16, I got a speeding ticket. And I come back to my apartment, I'm like all flustered, like, because I told you I'm an old man. I don't drive fast. So when my friends heard I got a speeding ticket, they're like, how did you get a speeding ticket? So I'm like pissed. And she gives me this bag of socks because I'm working at the bank. So I was like, really, and I love like the dress socks. So I'm like, oh, thanks for the socks. Yeah. And then when I look at the bottom, it's like a pregnancy test. And I'm like, what's this? 2 lines.
What that mean?
2 lines? What that mean?
Squinting at it.
Hey chat, what that means? 2 lines. But yeah, so it was exciting in the moment. And then I just think, as you're going through the journey and then you actually see the stomach and you're feeling like kicks and all of that, it's like, wow, this is really happening. Fatherhood was something that I looked up to from a sense of being excited about because of me and my dad's relationship. Yeah. Good relationship now, but growing up, it was just really inconsistent. So when you grow up like that, you just have so much love to give when you have your own kid. So I just was like, I'm ready. Then he got here. And it's something about when your kid gets here, and I would consider myself an ambitious person. Yeah. But it's just like, okay, we got to go a little harder now. And that's when I decided, you know what? We're going to move. Let's get out of here.
Move to Charlotte?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been wanting to leave, move back in with my parents for 6 months, saved money. And I thought I was going to move that next summer, and I ended up moving January of 2017.
Wow.
Moved to Charlotte. I didn't know a soul up here. I work in banking, so I was like, I could do a lateral move. And I don't like to say I didn't know a soul. I knew a couple of people up here, but
not close. Yeah,
you feel me?
Same.
When you think you know someone, so like moved up here, man, and was just like, this is gonna just be an opportunity for a clean slate. Because back home, I was really active in the community. Back home, I tried to move to Charlotte in 2013. That didn't work out. So I told myself we're going to be as active as possible. So I created my first nonprofit, Project Inspire, which is a youth empowerment nonprofit, Pledge, Alpha Grad Chapter. And once I got an award on behalf of City of Savannah, I was like, your work here is done. Your work here is done. And when you grow up in a small town, there's this mentality like everybody that moves what you were doing back home, you may not be able to duplicate it.
Yeah.
when you go to another city. And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, oh, you're a big fish when you're home, and then you move to a big city. And a lot of people will leave because, you know, in Savannah, a lot of people move to not Augusta. They'll move to Jacksonville, Orlando, or Atlanta, cities like that. But you see so many people that leave, then they come back. And it's like, dog, man, like, well, what happened? Like, you couldn't handle it? Or what was it? So I was like, you know what? This is going to be a challenge, and let's just figure it out.
When did Active Dad come in?
Active Dad came in, I would say consistently once I moved. Once I moved up here. I was doing events previously. Well, I wasn't doing events. Was looking for dad community, and also wanted to ensure that my kid had like friends and people to be around. So because Landon wasn't in school up here, we didn't do daycare. He just stayed home.
How old was Landon when you started?
When I moved, he was 1.
He was 1. Okay.
But they stayed home, so I was up here by myself for a year.
Okay.
And then him and my wife moved up here that following year for his on his birthday.
Oh wow.
They moved up here. So started doing Active Dad. I would say right before COVID, I began to do stuff. I had merch, had the cool merch shirts and everything. And then after COVID, Ice Cream with Dad has just been my biggest event ever because then that started off as just me texting some friends saying, hey, let's go get ice cream. And then once I posted it online the following year, people began to say, hey, like, what's this? It's Dad's hanging together. And that's when it really took off, and it's become what it is now.
I mean, after, doing the interview with you, first time, I was like, oh, this is the only thing I've seen. But I feel like you've kind of helped create a space where other dads feel comfortable, and men feel comfortable coming together, especially black men. Yeah. Because we get, it's a lot of times it's routine, and I'm guilty of this too. Yeah. Where we're so bogged down in what we do, our life, our family, that, man, we come home and we really don't have a network. We don't have a community because we're drained, man.
And then outside of that, you have to think about it, Nick. We weren't really taught that as a kid.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
Women were more so taught to be a little more expressive and to get they did tea parties and all that. Yeah. We were like wrestling.
Right.
Wrestling.
and competing. Like we were competing.
And when you're competing, you may be cool, you may not. Yeah. Or you'll talk to who you talk to. So just thinking about the things that I was navigating, because I'm a first-time dad, and with me and my dad's relationship, I don't really know what I'm doing. It's like everything's trial and error. So then I just felt, well, if I feel this way, do other guys feel this way? And when we would have the events and just everybody would get together, that's when we realized, and like the conversations we would have, like, wow, like everybody's going through the same thing, but as men, it takes us a lot more to break down our wall and open up to other people.
Were you afraid because of the relationship with your father? Were you afraid? I don't have a direct question to that, but were you afraid?
Afraid of fatherhood?
Yeah, fatherhood. Of not living up to being the best father that you want to be.
I was never afraid, but I just wanted to make sure that I was doing a good job, because what am I measuring it against? And I think what you begin to see is, if your partner grew up with a spouse, or if your partner grew up with a dad and you didn't, if you may think you're doing good, but if they grew up with a dad, they may think you're not doing good. But you got to look at it. To me, it's like, if I give 75%, I'm doing a great job, because I grew up with 10%. Right. And then, and some men will say this, but then, they'll talk to their like girlfriends or wives, and it's like, oh, you need to be doing better. And it's like, because it's two different worlds. Yeah. And it's two different experiences. So just doing my best. Just doing my best. And I think when you just see like the smile on your kid's face, and just knowing no matter what, just always be present. You may not be a perfect dad, but I'm going to be a dad that's present there for you. And I think in the long run, that's going to be, it's going to show. I mean, especially with my kids, because I don't have a lot of pictures with my dad. So that's why I have so many. I've probably seen as a kid, I've seen 5 pictures of me and my dad.
Man, and now you got me thinking. I probably have
5, and out of those 5, 3, one was probably an elementary school graduation, and middle school, and a high school graduation.
I have maybe one picture with my father. My father passed away when I was 7.
Okay, sorry to hear that.
But, thank you. I have one picture. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna be the same. I'm taking pictures of everything.
Listen, when they have so many pictures, and I have like backed up. I'm like, when they get older, and they're in high school and they want to do Throwback Thursday or whatever.
Let me go back.
Throwback Thursday, them is going to be lit. They're going to be like, oh, this is me and my dad at the Hawks game doing, or the Hornets game doing this. So this is us at the Panthers game doing this. And I'm just like,
us trying to find, like, man, like, we got to go back. I got to scroll, swiping. Like, all right, I give up, man. We'll do it next year. Let's take a quick break. We got more by Torrance here, Active Dad, 704 Unfiltered. Welcome back, 704 Unfiltered. I'm here with Mod, founder of Active Dad. Man, we were talking about it, man, and the conversation of being a father, one starting Active Dad, taking that chance on yourself, moving here to Charlotte, but also just being a father, like getting out of the whole I got to be perfect as a dad, right? And I think, being transparent, I think about that, like, man, I got to be perfect one day when I'm a dad. Like, am I good enough to be somebody's dad? Yeah,
you have those thoughts, but as you navigate the journey, you just realize, all of this doesn't matter. And with kids are easily impressed. Like,
are y'all easily impressed?
It's like simple.
Nah, they're not. With me, they're not. With me, they're not.
They're a lot more. And I say that just from saying, like, they don't require as much. Kids just want to have fun. Yeah. And if we're doing little stuff in the house like dance party, or Landon has an indoor little basketball in the house, and like if we're doing little stuff like that, he's into gaming now. I suck with gaming, so we play sometimes, but it's just that quality time, man. Just that quality time, and I'm just thankful for just the community I've built with Active Dad, because we learn from each other. The conversations that we have through our meetups, our virtual dad tribe meetings, we learn, and that's how you just become better in the end. So
wow, I gotta put you on the spot, man.
Okay,
man. I haven't seen Mod in 2 years. Grant, man, both busy. I mean, this is a family man. This is a man who runs a couple of organizations. Always got something going on. But hey, man, we were supposed to run.
We were supposed to run.
We were supposed to run.
We were supposed to run Sunday. And why didn't we run on Sunday? What was I doing Sunday? I had two basketball games. We had 2 back-to-back basketball games. Then we had a birthday party after the basketball game.
I just had to put you on the spot. I mean, I understood. I understood, and I was like, man, that's beautiful right there, man. Because I get it. Because it's like, even though I'm not in that position, I get it, man. Because
I thought the games was on Saturday, and my wife was like, "You didn't read the email," and I'm terrible at reading email stuff. I'm like, no. She's like, they moved it to Sunday.
That's why you have a better half.
And then she's like, and it's 2, it's not 1. Like, God.
Yo, I mean, I feel like there's so many dads that can resonate with that. Cause it's like, man, you make plans. You're like, yeah, man, I'm about to kick it with my boys, and then you're like, oh no, nah, I can't. I got plans.
I literally had something Monday after Landon's party. My mother-in-law and wife, they went to take her nephew back home. When he doesn't live here, they travel for the party. Yeah. And I had to be in Atlanta because I'm doing work now through Project Inspire, my last nonprofit. It's now LLC, and I'm doing it's basically called the Project Inspire Leadership Academy. And we're doing this. We have a cohort of 20 guys in Morehouse College, and we're basically building them up to be like the next community leaders. Word. And so teaching them like about emotional intelligence, being self-aware as a black man, what is leadership, defining your leadership style. And they're going to, how I did going into the high schools, they're going to go into, and I want to say it's Frederick Douglass High School, and they're going to create their, but we're letting them create their own initiatives. Yeah. So they'll do stuff at a high school, then in the summertime, they're going to create their own community service project to go back home. And but I say all that to say, because wifey had to do that, I had to be in Atlanta. Our session was at 6, me and these 2 on the road to Atlanta, get down there. They were at their goddad's house with his wife, because that's what I'm doing, leading this initiative with. So they did that. After I worked, basically from 6 to 8, get in the car, pillows in the car. All right, y'all gonna sleep on the way back, because y'all going to school tomorrow. You're missing no school.
You're not missing school.
Get your rest now, so when you get home, I just gotta pick you up, put you in your bed, man. So it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. I'm like, man, it's beautiful.
Dad running a tight ship over here.
They're here with me now.
They're here. They're
in the studio now, man.
But it's just cool though to bring your kids in, because we've had guests before bring in the kids, and I know what that experience does, because I was that kid where
Yeah.
you take the field trip. Like I remember first time I was in the TV station.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool. Everybody in my class was like, man, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is so cool, and I think this is what ended up driving me to do this.
When we got outside, I was telling Landon about what we're doing, and after I called you, he was like, I want to work at a news station. I said, you can. And I think as a father, something I've always strived is I want my kids to have a lot more exposure than I did growing up, because I didn't have a whole. I didn't get the most exposure until I went off to college, and then I met different people.
Where'd you go to school again?
Savannah State.
Savannah State.
And I
Okay.
was there, but moving on campus and you meeting people from all over, then you begin. That's really when I began to travel. So as a parent, I've always been like, I want my kids to be exposed to so much at an early age. So if I can take them to my events, I try to take them just so they can see how daddy's working. I always say I have one of the best friend groups ever. We have we have doctors, lawyers, therapists, all of that stuff. So I'm like, hey, when you go to Uncle So-and-so house, like make sure you ask him what he's doing for work, and learn. And I'm like, because I didn't see any of that growing up. So I'm thinking if they can see this at a younger age, that's going to open their mind up to a whole lot more at an earlier age.
Before we get out of here, where can folks find you?
They can find me www.theactivedad.com.
You heard what I don't know if you heard what I said.
What'd you say?
I said Vibe Creator.
Hey, I'm a little bit everywhere, man. That's for dad stuff, and also Instagram _activedad. My personal Instagram is _mod_father. That's MODD father. And hey, follow me. You can see all the events that I have, communities I'm working and creating, and get you a couple laughs while we're at it. So.
Brother, I just want to say thank you for what you're doing in our community, for other dads, man, being vulnerable, being open, setting an example that we didn't see necessarily, but just putting that out on display. So I thank you, man.
Hey, I appreciate you like always.
Yeah, man.
We're going to get that running.
We're going to get that running.
The wind chill kind of went back up.
We're going to wait till it get a little warmer outside.
We're going to get a shiesty or something.
Yeah. We too old for the shiesty.
Exactly. Like, who are these two?
704 Unfiltered, man. Rashamod Torrance here, founder of Active Data. We do this thing weekly. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting us. We'll be back next week.